Welcome in to the Standard. Um, yeah, Browns 13, Steelers 6. Everything that could have went wrong for the Steelers this weekend, I would argue, went wrong. Every single thing possible. I do mean everything. From the Ravens game on Saturday to everything that transpired on Sunday. Our backs are against the wall. This is exactly, I guess, credit to us. We predicted that this game would be week 18 for the division weeks ago. It's never easy. It's never easy with this team. Jack, take it away.
Like you said, it is absolutely never easy. We thought the Packers were going to win. They were 3.5 point favorites to get us into the division. That would have been way too easy. And like you said, into Cleveland, who were 3-12 coming into the game.
Yes, 3-12.
Figures to be a game that they should win. No, it's not how this works. Like you said, it's been weeks. We've been saying it for weeks that Week 18 was 100% going to decide the AFC North. And we were even saying that game was going to get flexed to Sunday Night Football. Spot on. You knew it was going to happen. It's just how it goes.
I don't know how the hell we got Sunday Night Football over Niners Seahawks. Now, I know everybody's going to say, oh, well, Steelers-Ravens is obviously a much better rivalry. It's got that history, stuff like that. Guys, the Steelers and the Ravens both suck. That's it. They both suck. There's no way around it. Niners Seahawks for the 1 seed in the NFC is viewed as not as good a game by the NFL. That's crazy to me. That is a little bit crazy.
It's because you can't. There's a rule you can't have a team on Sunday Night Football back-to-back weeks, which I think is incredibly stupid. But I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. It makes sense because I agree with you. There's no chance they'd rather put Steelers Ravens. Even I guess it's a bigger rivalry game. It's a bigger, more well-known rivalry. But yeah, like you said, both those teams suck.
I'm actually really surprised that they have the schedule on Saturday set up the way they do too, because it's Panthers Buccaneers. Again, both teams suck. Who cares who gets in, really? They have that for the division Saturday, and then they have obviously for the 1 seed in the NFC on Saturday. And then the other game that matters is Sunday night. Now, I know you want your best games in primetime slots, ideally, but having 2 of those games Saturday makes everything that's going to happen in the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock windows on Sunday not matter nearly as much. I don't think that's a hot take. It seems like the Sunday slate's not going to matter at all, really.
Yeah, until 8. Yeah, I think the Steelers Ravens is the only game that matters really whatsoever for playoff implications. I think it matters. Some of the other games will matter for seeding purposes, but yeah, I do agree that they split it up kind of weirdly. That entire slate on Sunday is just going to be bullshit before 8 o'clock.
I was floored that the Steelers were not. I thought for sure that they would put Niners Seahawks on Sunday and it would be Steelers Ravens Saturday night, which I think would have been electric. No matter what, Acrisure Stadium is going to be absolutely bumping for this one. This is the most important game in Acrisure Stadium in how long, Jack? I mean, at least half a decade.
You can say the last time they had a legitimate chance to win the Super Bowl, which I would say whenever they lost to the Jags. That's probably the last. Maybe 2020 against the Browns. I don't know.
I don't know if that counts because, that weird COVID year. I guess you could say that playoff gaming against Cleveland if you wanted to. But I think that's a good shout. I think it's the playoff game against the Jaguars. That's the last time there was a game this big in Pittsburgh. I guess we have to kind of talk about what happened today, unfortunately. Even though the Steelers, what did they really do today? What did they do? I don't know what they did, but lose to a far inferior team. This is the same song and dance every single year. Just when you think the Steelers are good, just when you think they have a nice little 3-game win streak going, they go ahead and they lay an egg like this. And I don't want to be like this, but I did point out, if you watch Jack and I's video about why the Steelers can win the AFC just a week ago, that one aged really well, didn't it? I talked about how I would be cautiously optimistic about this team because I think last week a lot of people started drinking the Kool-Aid again, especially after the Lions win, which I don't blame you, but let's call it like it is. Ravens suck, Lions suck, Dolphins suck. Those are the 3 teams you beat. They weren't good teams by any means. They're 3 teams that, if you beat the Ravens on Sunday, you beat 3 teams that aren't going to be in the playoffs at all. Borderline not good teams, end of the day. That's why you should be cautiously optimistic. And then this was the perfect setup. The Steelers were 1-5-1 since 2017 in Cleveland going into this one. They're now 1-6-1. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. The Browns today, they did absolutely nothing to deserve this game. They played terrible too. Absolutely terrible. I don't know what they did well. Shador did not look good. Threw one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen, easily.
Yeah, it felt like the entire game Shador was just out there throwing up meatball subs, and it's absolutely incredible that the Steelers only managed 6 points. Herbig dropped a pick six in
Yeah.
all likelihood. That Sawyer on that pick that he had, I legitimately in my life, I've never seen somebody run slower. He was getting he couldn't even gain ground on these O linemen that were trying to tie. I don't know. It really felt like they left some points on the board. I mean, the Fannin touchdown was absolutely ridiculous. Duggar, that was just horrible. I don't know. He just I don't even know. Did he not see it?
I mean, that was such a lame duck throw that I just thought it. I think he thought it was going out of bounds, or he just lost it, or I don't know. But clearly he didn't see it. And Kyle Duggar, he's been great ever since we acquired him. So I mean, he had a couple nice plays today, but that's the one that people are going to remember because he could have absolutely, if not picked that one off, at least batted it down. But it's a good shout that they did leave a lot of points on the board. I mean, Boswell missed a field goal pretty
They
bad.
beat themselves today.
They absolutely did. This is exactly the Browns. They played not good whatsoever. Whatsoever. They put up 10 points in the first 5 minutes of the game, 5-10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, point being, they put up 10 points first quarter, and the Steelers couldn't even do anything. They could not do quite literally anything offensively, quite literally everything. And it's going to be an interesting thing to talk about here, guys. Here's my take on the offense. DK Metcalf punching a civilian is probably going to cost the Steelers a playoff berth, and it's probably going to cost them the division. And that is the way it should be looked upon. Now, a couple of things can be true. DK Metcalf is not worth his contract. Nobody wants to hear me talk about that. Another thing can be true. The offense is significantly worse than when he's not on the field because the guys behind him, holy fucking shit. Guys, Marquez Valdez-Scantling had 9 targets today. Why?
I'm
Scotty
gonna do
Miller.
a research project after this and just see the last time it was that Marquez Valdez-Scantling had 9 targets, if it's ever happened.
Is that his career high? It would not. It
sure.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Scotty Miller had 7 targets. Darnell Washington got hurt in this one. Jonnu Smith had 5 catches, season high. Adam Thielen, 2 catches, 14 yards. Pat Freiermuth, welcome to Earth, buddy. 3 catches, 63 yards. I want to talk about Freiermuth in a little bit. We'll talk about him in the tight end power rankings. Kenneth Gainwell, 3 catches, 12 yards. They didn't get Gainwell involved nearly enough today. But point being, when DK's not on the field, I guess teams at least somewhat respect him because whatever they had running out there, that was the worst collection of receivers I've ever seen an NFL team play with. That's not an exaggeration. Can you name a worse one? Can you name a worse group of pass catchers? Especially because Darnell Washington got hurt in this one, and he's not going to play next week. He broke his arm. He's out for the year. I don't know how severe it is, anything like that. I'm assuming that the Steelers' season ends either this week or next week because they're not going to win first round, even if they get in. Darnell's season is done. So you're down your 2 best pass catchers again. Calvin Austin didn't play. Who cares? Who cares? I know Jack has a little bit of a Calvin Austin take, but yeah,
it matters a little bit now.
It does. It does. But that was the Steelers' offense today. The running game wasn't. I don't know, dude. Kenneth Gainwell. Why did he only have 10 touches? How did that happen? It's not like we were.
I think he's the best. I think he's the best offensive player they had out there. Or at least it's available today.
It's not like we had a lack of offensive plays. Rodgers threw the ball 39 times, and I think Arthur Smith has done a good job this year of objectively with what he's been given, because I think we all agree that this is a bottom of the barrel offensive, pass catching group, just offensive personnel. The word is eluding me, but we'll call it personnel. Point is, it's not good. Arthur Smith was terrible today. Arthur Smith was dreadful today. First possession of the game, I could tell you how the game was going to go. You know how? Because they went out there, run, punt. What the actual fuck? I mean, 3rd and 5, they ran the ball. They ran the ball on 3rd and medium several times today. That is never the move.
It's a different story if you're planning on going for it on 4th down. I'm okay with a run on 3rd and 5. If you know 100% you're going for it on 4th down and you think maybe there's a chance, it catches them off guard and they pick up the 1st down, that's cool with me. If you're going to punt, Why run? There's no point. It's like an extra 2 yards of field position. That's it. I don't know. I agree with you. I think Arthur Smith called a bad game today. I don't want to harp too much on him because I think he's done a pretty good job with what he's been given this year. But no, today was not good.
And I know everybody's conclusion is going to be, oh, fire Mike Tomlin. And whenever people say that, I think some other people are like, I don't know how you look at today's game and you're singling out Mike Tomlin. I see both sides. I really do, honestly, guys, because I do think that I would blame this game more on Arthur Smith and the fact that the Steelers have no pass catchers. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when the Steelers have no pass catchers, you guys know how I feel about Mike Tomlin being a CEO head coach, and he makes all of these roster decisions. And at the end of the day, he decides a good bit what the offense is going to look like. If you don't think he does, I think you're incredibly naive. I think you're incredibly naive because Arthur Smith has made this offense where the Steelers try to win with their defense. You know, they rely on the defense. They want to have quick stuff. They want to run the ball, establish the run, even though they don't really have a consistent like 3-down back. Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell, very good. Very good. But I mean, like, are we being real here, guys? Are we being real? So I have a hard time delegating blame because I think Arthur Smith was terrible today. But at the end of the day, it's Tomlin's team. It's his team. He's the CEO.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, when you try to pinpoint a loss to a 3-12 team when you got a chance to clinch the division, I mean, I think it's hard for your the first guy to blame to not be Mike Tomlin. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to have the team ready. I know DK punched a fan and he's missing the game, and he's theoretically your best offensive weapon. That's out of Tomlin's control. I know that, but the Browns, the way they played today, to let them come out of that game with a 7-point win is just utterly ridiculous. I don't know. I think it starts top. I think it starts at the top. I mean, you can go on for days. I could start talking about the Roonies, but I think Mike Tomlin definitely deserves some blame here.
Jack, how do you think Aaron Rodgers played today?
Not good, but like, it's not like he was given much to work with, but I don't want to say he played well.
I don't know what Bro was supposed to do. I really don't. It's not like the run game did anything crazy. Jalen Warren had 60 yards. There's your leading rusher. Pat Freiermuth was your leading receiver with 3 catches for 63 yards, and about 50 of those yards came on the final drive. And, you know, when we had the ball with a little over a minute left, Rodgers got us down there. And then what we saw was 3 Marquez Valdez-Scantling fade balls on Denzel Ward, which is just not a good idea in theory. It felt like Rodgers at times today really was singling out Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I'll point to the 4th and 1 in the first half where Adam Thielen was open on a slant in the middle of the field. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about generally. Right before the half, 4th and 1, we decide to go for it. And Rodgers throws, I mean, like just the ball out of bounds, really. But I don't know why the fade ball is the play there. I don't know if that's more Rodgers singling MVS out and trusting his guy too much for his own good, or is that Arthur Smith saying, "Yep, this is what we want. This is the matchup we want."
I do. Wasn't that Scotty Miller on that 4th down?
Oh yeah, that was Scotty Miller. My bad.
Yeah,
That was Scotty Miller.
that doesn't change at all.
Yeah.
What you said. I mean, I agree with you. How old's MVS at this point?
That is a great question. Let me see if I can look.
Got to be over 30. I mean,
31.
He's never been a guy that should be. He's also not that type of receiver that should be targeted 9 times a game. He's been at his best a good deep threat. He's not a guy that's going to hog targets from. It's the game plan. If that was the game plan, was not a good one. Especially when Marquez Valdez-Scantling is just not good anymore, and he played bad.
Yeah, so I think if you listen to this podcast enough, you know that I think Aaron Rodgers has put this team on his back a lot of times this year, and I think without him, this team would be significantly worse as compared to just about any other quarterback option that was available to the Steelers in the offseason. But I don't think, I mean, it's hard to say he played good today at all. It was far from his best game, but again, he was literally throwing the ball to me and Jack today. He really was. We already talked about the running game not being good. I guess we'll glance over the defense a little bit. I don't think the defense played bad today.
Yeah,
I thought they did. They did what they could, dude. Like
they did.
I mean, they forced 2 interceptions. Shador didn't look good. He was throwing meatballs, like you said. Dude, Shador was really bad.
He was so bad today.
Like really, really bad.
To be fair, his only offensive weapon that's any sort of decent went out in the first quarter and didn't return to the game. But
Yeah.
still, he was just out there like throwing ducks. It was
He was out there
ridiculous.
just trying shit. Like
He
literally, he
was.
looked
I
he
mean, I
looked
guess that's
terrible.
what you do when you're 3-12 and you're like, whatever, who cares? Fuck it. And the Steelers let him win off of it.
And no running game for the Browns whatsoever. I couldn't believe Raheem Sanders got as much run as he did. That's my thought on the Browns running game for the day. Legendary dynasty stash, Raheem Rocket Sanders.
Arkansas legend. South Carolina legend.
I could not. He started the game over Dylan Sampson. He got the first carry of the game.
Just crazy decision making there.
I don't understand.
They finally realized, like, later in the game, like, yeah, Sampson's way better than this guy, and started playing him more. But like, I don't know what that was all about.
Jerry Jeudy had a couple of nice catches today too. 5 catches, 54 yards. Good for him. Now, I think a lot of people were saying after this game that the Steelers played too conservatively to avoid Myles Garrett. I have some thoughts on that, but what do you think, Jack? Did it look like they were a tad bit scared of Myles Garrett breaking the sack record, which, I mean, that's your guy. What'd you say, third best defender of all time?
I said third best edge rusher.
Oh, okay.
I would probably take that statement back and put him higher if I were. Whatever. I don't know. But, well, regardless, watching the game, I mentioned it early in the game. I think 100% they were scared of him getting a sack, especially with TJ there. I just felt like I know Rodgers likes to get the ball out quick. So he doesn't want to get hit 'cause he's old. It felt like even more what's the word? It felt even more like that was stress in the game plan, like to get the ball out super quickly. It felt like every time Rodgers felt pressure, just shovel it somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like he just refused to take a sack. It was.
I don't think Dylan Cook was bad today. I mean, he didn't give up a sack. So good for Dylan Cook. He puts together another. I would say this was a decent game. I mean, I think you're lying to yourself if you're saying that the Steelers weren't at least a little bit aware of the fact that Myles Garrett just had to sack Rodgers once to break the sack record.
They zoomed in on Rodgers when Garrett got a pressure and Rodgers just like threw it at somebody's feet. And they zoomed in on Rodgers and he was like, like, all right, bro. Like,
those of you that aren't watching, he did the Rodgers finger point emote with the little smirk. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about if you're listening. But yeah, I think they did. You know, this has been the Steelers' offense all year long, where they get those quick passes out and they don't really throw it down the field. I mean, they had no fucking chance to throw the ball down the field today with those guys playing receiver. But I agree with you that it did feel like it was even more so today of like a simplified, holy shit, we're a little bit scared here. Don't get the sack record. Get the ball out of my hands. And they just don't have the playmakers for that. They just don't. They like to think that they do. Darnell a little bit, but Darnell didn't play much in this one. Not his fault, but yeah.
It also felt like they made an effort to at least chip him on every single play. They had that formation where Gainwell would line up like right outside the left tackle and chip Garrett it felt like every single time he was out there. I don't know.
I will say the Steelers have done historically well against Myles Garrett. I think they've done a good job containing him. Dan Moore always did a good job against Myles Garrett, and Dan Moore is putrid.
Dan Moore ever did well. They gave him $21 million a year.
Dude, he's like making $60 million guaranteed in Tennessee. It is atrocious. Atrocious. Cam Ward looked good today, by the way.
He did.
By the way, had to mention that. Shout out Cam Ward. But we'll go through. We'll start. No, we'll do grades. All right.
Okay.
So we'll start off. Quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, your grade for today.
This one's hard because I'm not going to beat him up and completely just say like he was terrible and give him an F. I'm going to go like C-.
I will go with a C. I don't think he was good today, but I think that you also have to take into account who the hell was he throwing to. I think at the end of the day, what he did was put us in position to win, and I do think if that was his decision to throw the 3 fade balls to Marquez Valdez-Scantling down at the goal line, then I think he deserves a little bit more blame. But I don't think we'll ever get the answer to that question. And the fact that Rodgers even got us down there after, stalling all day long with a putrid pretty much everything, I think he deserves at least a little bit of credit. I don't know, not much, but C. Running backs, I have them as a C too. I think that's the highest I'm going to give any position group.
it's impossible to really give them anything higher because they also just didn't get the workload they probably should have. I mean, Gainwell touched the ball, 10 times?
Yeah.
How many carries did Warren have? It wasn't a
12.
ton. Yeah, right. So, like, I don't know. I didn't think they played poorly.
Fun fact, Connor Hayward had 2 carries for 26 yards. Kenneth Gainwell had 7 carries for 26 yards. Is there an RB2 controversy in Pittsburgh? I mean,
Might be an
Connor,
RB1 controversy.
dude.
The Steelers at this point run the fake tush push more than the actual tush push.
Yeah,
Somehow teams have not caught on.
A 29-yard rush for Connor Hayward today. Unbelievable. That was the Steelers' longest offensive play of the day. 29 yards. Fucking Connor Hayward, dude. Are you kidding me? That's hilarious, actually.
It is.
And I just know they're going to run that at the most inopportune time. We've been saying that for a while. This game against the Ravens would be the most inopportune time to run some stupid shit. And I know Arthur's just licking his chops thinking about doing some shit like that, dude.
Fourth quarter starts. We're going to line up with Jonnu Smith at quarterback.
Oh, my God, dude. Speaking of Jonnu Smith, 2 carries for 9 yards today. He's a running back. He's a versatile weapon, right? There we go.
I will say, in this scenario, he certainly helps his versatility. I don't want to act like he's some like major Swiss Army knife, but like the fact that he's able to do multiple things out there on offense is helpful when you don't have DK and there's literally nobody else out there.
Yeah, when Darnell got hurt too, it seemed like it was a heavy dosage of Jonnu Smith. And going from having Darnell Washington blocking to having Jonnu Smith blocking is about as big of a gap between if Darnell Washington was out there blocking, and then they put me out there blocking for a rep. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. It's really bad. Jonnu Smith is a blocker, but I mean, he had a season high in catches today. Good for him. 5 catches, 18 yards. That's like a little over 3 a catch. That's pretty funny, actually. Wide receivers. I'll start. F.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't give them anything but an F. They were terrible.
And I think some people will say, "Oh, it's not their fault. What were they supposed to do?" And to an extent, I agree with you. I actually think it's maybe not their fault that they were shoved into this position, but I think the management of them is also pretty terrible. You're going to tell me now. I know Roman Wilson is a hot topic on this page. Roman Wilson, he must be the worst fucking football player of all goddamn time to have only played 9 snaps today. He must be legitimately like the worst receiver I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know how you can even draw that conclusion because he hasn't fucking played. And if you want to say
when he actually did, he made the most of that opportunity. I don't know.
Oh, the coaches see him in practice every day. Coaches are the issue here. They're the issue with this team. So I guess, bro. Tight ends. I'll let you go.
I think far and away the best of the offensive positions, I guess.
I would agree. I would agree.
So, right? I'll give the tight ends a B, considering Darnell Washington went out with an injury, and he's your best one. I mean, Connor Hayward somehow made a couple plays today. Muth came alive on the last drive. I thought Jonnu was helpful. I think he made some plays today. I mean, don't really have much negative to say about them.
I'll start off with my tight end power rankings. At number 1 is the king himself, Big Darnell Washington. He is not going to lose his spot because of injury, because I think he has proved himself as the best tight end on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster this year. He will stay atop the tight end power rankings until he returns, unless something drastic happens. Coming in at number 2, how about welcome to Earth, Pat Freiermuth. He has been in the depths of hell for quite some time. 3 catches, 63 yards. And it was a little bit of a stat pad at the end. Had a nice 29-yard catch, had about 50 yards on the final drive. And I do think it's funny that I'm not going to name any names, but I do see some big Steelers accounts on social media saying, oh, free 88. Free him. Free him from what?
Not a real post.
Free him from what? From making $12 million a year to not even play? I think it's a tragedy that he's making that much and he's not being deployed at all. I agree with you guys. But I mean, the guy is just, he is what he is, but he got us down there at the end. So shout out him. Good for Pat Freiermuth. Was that his best game of the year? No, the Cincinnati game. He had 102 touchdowns. Yeah. But one of the best games of the year for Pat Freiermuth. I do think nobody else is out there. Give him the ball more next year. Not next year. Next week against the Ravens. Give me 10 Pat Frymouth catches. I'd be down for it. Maybe he would be number one on the power rankings. Number 3, we'll do Jonnu Smith. I feel like this is his perpetual place. I mean, like 5 catches, 18 yards is kind of impressive for how inefficient that is. And 2 carries for 9 yards. Like, I mean, that actually baffles me. Did he have a big negative play or something that I'm forgetting?
Rogers would get that wouldn't have been a catch.
5 for 18 is actually fucking hilarious, dude.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't.
I don't know how that happens. I don't even remember. I don't remember obviously anything significant happening for Jonnu. I mean, he didn't do shit with his opportunities, but he was out there in place of Darnell. So good for him. Actually, I'll make a change. Connor Hayward, you're at number 3. Jonnu, you're at 4. Connor Hayward, longest play of the day for the Steelers offensively. So that alone gets him up to number 3. And, Jonnu, even though you had a season high in catches, you're still going to be a number 4, buddy. Because 5 catches for 18 yards, not going to do it. Not going to do it for me. And I'll give the tight end room I'll give him a D. I don't think they were a complete and total failure. But, I mean, I don't know. Nothing went well. Offensive line, I'll give them an A today. You know why I'll give them an A? Because they didn't let Myles Garrett get a sack. I think that deserves some credit. Dylan Cook, they're playing with, Dylan Cook and who else out there? Troy Fautanu, Zach Frazier, Mason McCormick, and friends.
Pete, Spencer Anderson. I don't know.
Point is, guys, the Browns' defensive line is really good. Really, really good. And I think they did a good job today. So I'll give them an A.
I somewhat disagree with you.
Really?
I know Garrett didn't get a sack, and he was relatively quiet today, which is always a good thing when you're playing the Browns. But I thought it felt like Rodgers was getting pressured a lot. I don't know. I know the Browns have a good defensive front, but I can pinpoint a lot of times where he was not even sacked, just had to throw the ball quickly because somebody was bearing down on him. I don't know. It just felt like all 5 couldn't get it together at once.
I think that's fair. I don't feel like it felt any different to me in the sense that I feel like Rodgers is kind of has to be like that a lot. And I do think it was more of the offense, the way it's constructed, the way it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Those quick passes. So I see what you're saying, though. It's a good point. So, all right, some disagreement. I like it.
I'll throw him a C.
All right. Shout out the offensive line. Let's start off with, we'll just do the secondary as a whole. Safeties, corners.
I don't know. I thought they played well.
Kyle Duggar, he forgot the ball was there. So you're giving them an A?
No, I'll say B because of that play. That play was horrendous. And at the beginning of the game, there were a couple of straight plays. They were getting gashed by Jerry Jeudy. So yeah, I'll say a B. I'll say after the first quarters 2 through 4, it was an A+.
I was gonna say C overall because they did let Shadusi go down and fucking throw a lame duck touchdown. And then that ended up being the difference. I know. I feel like a dick fucking harping on that because they only gave up 13 points. And literally,
because
they gave up 3 points in 50 minutes of game time. That's why I feel like a dick grading this defense because it wasn't the Duggar thing was the whole game. That's what it came down to. And it sucks that that's what it came down to. So I'm really sorry, but it's a C. I'm really sorry. Linebackers, whatever.
I couldn't tell you. I thought the defense looked fine. I don't know.
I think we'll just give.
I thought I noticed Queen make a couple good plays today.
I think we just have to give this defense as a whole a B-.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I saw Peyton Wilson do anything.
So. I mean, the defensive line was again the best part. I thought Cam Hayward had a couple of nice, really good run stops today. Jack Sawyer got an interception. Obviously, he's out there making plays the last couple of weeks. Alex Highsmith was phenomenal. Nick Herbig dropped a pick 6, which sucks, but
But like, I'm
I
not gonna
mean,
beat up an edge rusher for dropping a pick six. Like,
yeah, we
they don't hit the jugs machines.
we
Shout
gotta
out
get
Pat.
we gotta get the edge rushers on the jugs machines next week. Get them ready. Get them ready because apparently they're
That's
the
an old
ones that are
violent.
gonna catch the interceptions. So yeah, there's your grades for this week.
And
Just kind of a
Boswell
weird one.
gets a D minus.
Oh yeah, special teams will give like, man, Corliss Waitman
I don't
actually
think
did good
Waitman was
today.
very good.
He had like one good punt. Yeah, I think D's fair. I think a D's fair because Boswell did miss 2 weeks in a row. Boswell has missed.
I will
For
say
those wondering,
the make Boswell had was very impressive because that snap was terrible and it looked like a complete knuckleball, and somehow it started like 6 feet left of the left upright and somehow curved in. Like, how, I don't know, it was weird, but yeah, he missed. So
all right, are we ready for the questions?
absolutely.
We have some bangers. I can't lie. We have a couple bangers. I don't even know what one to start with. We'll start with Jason.McAfee19. I always see this guy comment. Shout out, Jason. Does Tomlin deserve to get fired if we miss the playoffs in a year that the division is so awful? I say yes. Yes, I would agree. Yes. Does he deserve it? Yes. Will he get fired? No.
I was going to say, I want not the complete opposite. I'm going to say, do I want Tomlin gone? Yes. Does he deserve it? Probably not. I don't know.
Really?
It's like, where would you rank Mike Tomlin among head coaches in the NFL?
We need to do this exercise.
I think he's slightly above average.
We need to do this exercise. We need to get Parker on and do this exercise. We'll get Parker on. We'll try to get him on later in the week, and we'll rank the head coaches, or we'll talk about, we'll compare Tomlin to some other coaches, because I think that's an interesting argument. But I agree, he's like maybe above average.
My point in saying this is, like, if Aaron Glenn was the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, we probably win like 4 games.
Oh, I don't even think it's that much. Aaron Glenn blows.
And that's the thing. I get Tomlin, it's basically his team. He has a lot of say in the offseason decisions. He has a lot of say in creating the roster, which is why I don't give him a ton of grace. But, like, I don't know. I don't think he's a bad coach. That's just like my point there. I don't think he's like some shitty ass coach that like deserves to be fired. But in terms of like the best direction for the Steelers would be to move on.
I think that's a good way to look at it. I think I agree with you in the fact that, do I want him gone? Yes. Do I think it's in the best interest of the Steelers? Yes. Does he deserve it if they don't make the playoffs, especially because they were the most healthy team in the AFC North this year by far? By far. Because the Bengals lost their quarterback for a good portion of the year. The Ravens have been playing without their quarterback for a good portion of the year. And even when they have been playing with him in the second half of the year, he's been extremely injured and incredibly limited. And the Ravens have had a season from hell with injuries. I mean, no excuses there. John Harbaugh sucks, and they deserve a lot of blame themselves. But if he doesn't make the playoffs now and doesn't have a shot to win a playoff game, when, guys? Next year is going to be season number 10 of no playoff win. Are you ready for it? Buckle up, because that's what we're gearing up towards.
So crazy. Oh, my God, 10.
That's what it's going towards.
Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time disagreeing.
A little bit of a lighter question after that hot topic. Ben Barchi, shout out. Would Jack still support Kenny Pickett if he punched a civilian at a Lions game?
That's an amazing question. No, probably not. I probably would be pissed if Kenny Pickett, like, if he was our starter and he punched a fan, like, yeah, I'd be pissed.
I disagree. I think you would still support him.
I think you would support him. How I could possibly spin that into like defending him in that situation. Like, I don't know what I'd say, but like,
I don't know. There are people that are spinning it for DK.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it depends. I don't know. I'm not spinning it for DK, but I think there's a fine line between acknowledging that if something crazy was said to DK, like, I don't know. No, never mind. You still can't do it. You still can't do it.
Another fun one. Joe.ant10. What is your guys' realistic prediction for who our quarterback is next year?
You want to go first on this one?
I think we're fucked. I think we're straight up fucked, because Mendoza's going to go 1-1. If Dante Moore declares, which I think he probably will at this point, because if he's going to go top 2, and I think he might go over Mendoza. I think he might deserve it.
An outside
there's an argument. But regardless, both the quarterbacks, if they declare, they're going to go 1-2. There's nobody else worth taking in the first round. The Steelers probably aren't going to have the ammo to go up to a top 2 pick.
Well, you're not a Ty Simpson guy?
Oh my God, no. Oh no, that would be
I
a
could see
disaster.
I could see
Are
them.
you a Tyson?
No, but I could see them liking him.
God,
I
that'd
could
be
see
so funny.
taking him late first.
Oh God. Oh,
Just Kenny Pickett
I've
all
seen this
over
story again.
again.
Yes. So I think they're going to have to sign a free agent or trade for somebody. Who's my realistic prediction? Do you want me to say it? He plays in Green Bay.
Oh wow.
Give me MW2. Malik Willis.
I don't think Malik Willis is bad. If
Dude,
the Steelers go out and give a
Malik Willis
multi-year
is
deal to
good.
Malik Willis,
Oh, dude, that'd be a disaster. It would be such a disaster.
Oh my God, he would look like the worst quarterback to ever play football here.
This also came up today, and I think is so interesting. People that still defend Mike Tomlin, they love to say whenever we get a quarterback, Jack, not you in particular, but I think you brought it up, and it light bulb went off. Whenever we talk about a quarterback, we all agree like, oh my God, they'd be so bad with the Steelers. Oh my God, we would not develop them. They'd be absolutely dreadful. Why is that? Why is that? Because the coaching is bad, correct? So who's in charge of the roster decisions? Who's in charge of the things that make things go for the Steelers offense? Because it was like this with Canada. It was like this with Fitchner. It was like this with any Steelers offensive coordinator. It's just been like this where if he went to the Steelers, yeah, he'd probably suck. Why is that? Who are we going to start blaming at some point?
I 100% agree with you.
While I agree with you, Malik Willis would probably suck in Pittsburgh, and he probably benefits a lot from having a good coach like Matt LaFleur. Malik Willis looked phenomenal in that game on Saturday.
I just have a hard time going out there and saying that he's definitively good.
Somebody's going to give him a bag.
Somebody's going to. I'm saying Atlanta is my guess.
Oh,
I don't know.
That'd be fun.
That's not a terrible landing spot.
That'd be fun.
I did just realize that I haven't answered the question yet, and I'll say dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. Kyler Murray is coming.
Oh God,
sorry, it's happening. It feels like such a Mike Tomlin decision to make. All this guy was maybe a dark horse MVP candidate a few years back. Still maybe recovering from injury. We'll make excuses for why he hasn't been good. Seems to make perfect sense to me because that's a guy that can 100% get you to 9-8.
Yeah, absolutely. He would ensure the standard. I think Kyler would be probably very mid. I mean, he'd be the king of mid, but that's a good place for him in Pittsburgh. Good question. This one a little bit more serious from Evan Wenkus. Winning next week is the ultimate nightmare scenario? ? Does losing assure Tomlin is gone? I don't think losing assures it. I don't think losing does anything as far as Mike Tomlin's job, even though I think we both think it should probably. But is winning the ultimate nightmare scenario? No, because I think what's best for the team is if they wanted to lay down after the Buffalo game and tank, that was probably best for the team. At this point, you need to fucking win this game. Yeah. You need to win, and you need to win a playoff game. You're
either picking 18 or 22. It doesn't matter at this point. Go win. You're
too far in. Those are your options, by the way, guys. Lose to the Ravens and have absolutely nothing change. Pick 18th like every other year. Or we get to go to the playoffs and lose by 30 in the first round and pick 22nd.
Yeah, I mean,
neither of those are fun for anybody.
No.
Neither of them. This one's interesting. Darian Harishak, I'm sorry if I butchered that. I definitely did. Looked like there were multiple times the Steelers were playing scared or trying to throw that game on purpose. Do you guys think this was rigged? I think he's serious when he says this, too. I think he's serious.
If I say what I think, I'll be suspended 6 months. I am saying, one, the Steelers were the most publicly bet on team against the spread this week, or on Sunday, as in yesterday.
Noticing.
I'm not saying it was rigged. I'm just saying, is anybody really surprised? I don't know. We've been saying for weeks that you think the NFL didn't have this plan, Steelers Ravens for the division Sunday night last week of the season.
I mean,
for 5 weeks. They were going to find a way.
I don't have the tinfoil hat on as much as Jack does. I'm not a believer in like the
We've
NFL's
genuinely
rigged
gotten
and
to
all
a point
this.
where we're
Like
debating whether or not the Steelers were throwing the game on purpose. That's
that's
where
how
we're
bad
at.
they were today.
Yeah, that's where we're at. MVS 9 targets. That reminds
MV
me of when the Jazz last year sent out Walker Kessler and let him attempt 11 threes in a game. It's like a very similar situation.
Did it look like the Steelers were trying to throw that game? I know. I just think they're like
In a
this is
sense, yes, it kind of did. Do I
in a
believe that they
sense.
were? No.
I like Evan or not Evan Darian. I see what you're saying, man. I really do. It has gotten to that point where we're like, are these guys fucking trolling? Are we being joked with right now? Like, can the prank be over? Can the camera come out? But no, I don't think it was rigged. I just think I don't know what the hell I'm getting with this team any given week, and that's indicative of the personnel. That's indicative of the coaching staff. I mean, this was a pretty predictable. We're losing this fucking game too. I think there's that element to it too, because although the Steelers had the perfect setup, I think people got ahead of themselves with saying, "Oh, we're 9-6, we're going to beat the Browns, no problem." After 3 wins over not good teams, I think people got a little bit ahead of themselves, and I was one of them, admittedly. But I was willing to say, if they go out and lose Sunday, not shocked, not shocked.
I mean, yeah.
Although, I don't know, there's a little bit of that too, where who knows if we lose Sunday. Does Tomlin deserve the Lane Kiffin treatment? Firing him on the tarmac seems pretty deserving. I did not know where that was going when this guy said the Lane Kiffin treatment.
Yeah, he left on his own, but like
on the tarmac, no, he won't get fired immediately. Let's say he does though. What's your reaction if he gets fired in the locker room after the game by Art Rooney? Art Rooney fucking walks down there after they get embarrassed. He's like, "You're fired, Mike." What's your reaction?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to say I'll be out here like jumping for joy if Mike Tomlin gets fired, but I think it's a positive, probably.
Speak for yourself. I'd be fucking twerking. I'm not.
Right. If I just watch them lose that game, because I'll be there. If I watch them lose that game in person, and then Tomlin gets fired right after, yeah, I'll probably be super fucking happy.
I would be. I'd be pretty happy, but they're not going to happen.
With that being said, I won't be disrespecting Coach T if he gets fired.
Yeah, respect Coach T. I won't be disrespectful. Although I'll be a little bit thrilled. No disrespect. Coach T, Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah.
He is. Absolutely.
He is.
Aiden Hines says, if we lose next week, do we finally blow everything up?
No. I mean, we should, but no, it won't.
If they fire Tomlin, I can kind of see it, but at the same time, probably not.
There's no chance they fire Tomlin.
Yeah, they won't. I don't even know why I'm entertaining it.
I don't know. Lose by 70, and he would not get fired.
You're probably right. You're definitely right, actually. They could lose by 80 and it wouldn't matter. Can we finally admit Arthur Smith is mid AF? No limit Nolan. Yes. This is why Arthur is such a tough eval, because, like, again, I think he's done okay this year. I think he's been good. But I think it's funny when, like, teams, like, I see Diana Rossini reports where they're like, "Oh, Arthur Smith, he's getting a lot of head coaching interest. Please hire him." That'd be all right. I wouldn't be crying if Arthur Smith got up and left for a head coaching job. I think that would be a mistake by whoever did it. But Arthur Smith is what he is. I agree with you. He runs a really fucking weird offense. There's no way around it. I mean, for fuck's sake, guys, we got 4 goddamn tight ends we're using. And no receivers. And that's not all his fault. The receivers aren't his fault. But, man, it's tough to watch at times with Arthur Smith. It really is.
And also, this has nothing to do with Arthur Smith. I think calling Arthur Smith mid-AF is a definitely reasonable evaluation of him. I mean, to this point, I don't think he's anything special. I also don't think he's a bad coordinator. I will say, I mean, it's times like this, too, where we were clamoring for a receiver to be added at the deadline, and there were guys that they probably could have added, especially with the plethora of picks in the mid to late rounds that they had. And a lot of these guys that were getting Jacoby Myers, what did he go for? A 3?
A 3 and a 5, I think, something like that.
He has completely unlocked Trevor Lawrence too.
Yeah, he's been awesome.
He was like the turning point of their season, I guess, when they added him. I mean, they were outstanding ever since then. I mean, you're telling me a guy like that wouldn't have been helpful today?
He would have been very helpful.
The division would be ours already if they made a move for a somewhat decent receiver at the deadline.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I think Omar was doing his classic lowballing. Omar Khan is a known fucking lowballer, guys. Like, known. This is all right. Couple more questions. This one comes in from our good pal Steelers by Wesley. Does a win versus Baltimore make you forget about today's loss? I'm not gonna lie, probably, because they're in the dance at the end of the day,
Yeah, I would
and they
agree.
swept the Ravens, and I did not expect them to sweep the Ravens this year.
If we beat the Ravens in Week 18 to get into the playoffs and win the division and play a home playoff game for the first time since 2020, like, yeah, I'm not going to be the guy that's like, oh, they suck. They just lost to the Browns.
They lost to Shador.
Actually, they lost to Big Durr, so they're not good. They got no chance in the first round. No, I'm not going to be doing that. But, like, yeah, I would agree. I would forget about this loss if they make the playoffs.
Big Durr literally shit his pants for 4 quarters today, and he still won.
Still won the game.
Like, it's actually unbelievable. Last one from Steelers by Xander. Are you more or less faithful in Tomlin's preparation now that it's known we're playing on prime time? That is a great question, Xander. I think I'm way more confident now that I know it's in prime time. The mix of today being so bad and now that we know it's on prime time for the division, the Steelers offense is not going to look any better next week. Breaking news, guys. It's probably going to look even fucking worse because they had about a quarter of Darnell Washington. Now, no DK, no Darnell. Even if Calvin Austin plays, how much does that really do? Let's be real, guys.
It would help. I won't say it's going to help a ton, but it would help.
Point is, Steelers' offense is going to probably look just about the same as it did today next week. But I'm a little bit more faithful in Mike Tomlin in his preparations because Mike Tomlin off a loss, Mike Tomlin off an embarrassing loss, and Mike Tomlin with his back against the wall are like really good coaches, all of those. So I think you combine all of that. I like our chances generally. Do I think they're going to win that game? I don't know. I think it's a coin flip. I still think it's a complete and total coin flip. But I guess I'm more confident now that with given everything that happened today, I think I look at the game against the Ravens and I'm like, yeah, I think Mike Tomlin's going to have the guys as ready as possible. Where today he didn't have them ready, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with that. It didn't fucking look like it. I was confident. I was thinking, like, yeah, I'd still take. I saw the spread. I'm scared after seeing that. Steelers are 3.5 point underdogs at home.
Well, why? Why?
I don't know.
Can someone's got to explain that one to me.
I mean, I don't get that. They did look outstanding.
Their back was against the wall, and they did look good.
And they looked outstanding. And I mean, you're going to get Lamar back. Huntley played fine in relief, but like it's not like he really did much. Derrick Henry carried the ball 36 times. Adding Lamar to that offense is certainly going to help. And that defense is only getting healthier. I mean, they were a far better team than we were preseason, at least coming into the year. Hopefully they're not returning to that form. Hopefully they're still banged up and we're able to sneak a bullshit win out. It's going to be, I think this game's going to be ugly as hell.
It's going to be so fucking ugly because both these teams suck at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for the questions. Good questions this week. Some really good ones. We'll go through every other game today, and then we'll talk a little bit more about Steelers Ravens at the very end. But we'll start off with the Christmas Day games. I mean, a lot of these games fucking blew this week. We'll be able to blow through our recap very quickly here. Cowboys 30, Commanders 23. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb didn't get the ball. That kind of pissed me off. Dak elite. That's the recap. Yeah. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt industry plant. I think
he's actually pretty good, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's like some like star in the making, but like when I watch him, I think he's pretty good.
Vikings 23, Lions 10. I can't believe this game was real.
I genuinely saw somebody on Twitter said whoever's reading this is closer to Max Brosmer in quarterback ability than Max Brosmer is to Josh Allen. And I think it's probably true.
It is. It absolutely
He
is.
somebody said somebody put some it was a tweet. It said like Justin Jefferson needs 53 yards this week to hit 1,000 yards. Max Brosmer had 51 yards
It's actually
on
unreal.
Christmas.
They won the game by
They won.
13 points.
They won the game,
This is what I mean. Everybody got pissed off. Your guy, Donnie Football, tweeted incoming posts about the Steelers winning against the Lions not being impressive in 3-2-1. And I love Donnie, and I love 93.7 The Fan. Shout out. But it's because that win against the Lions looks like shit now after they lost to Max fucking Brosmer. It just proves that the Lions are complete and total ass.
To be fair, I mean, yeah, I would agree. I don't think the Lions are very good. But to be fair, that Vikings team does have a Super Bowl caliber defense, I think, especially when Brian Flores is calling the right plays. They just happen to have a paraplegic at quarterback.
Yeah.
All Jared Goff had to do in that game was not turn the ball over 5 times in their own territory, and they would have been fine.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. That was it.
He played one of the worst games I've ever seen from a quarterback. He wasn't worse than Max Brosmer. I don't care that he turned the ball over 5 times. Max Brosmer was legitimately like the worst quarterback I've ever seen touch a football field. It was
really bad.
He was
not
afraid.
Crazy.
He was like afraid to throw the ball. I don't know.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being scared.
I mean,
he's probably seen himself play.
I guess that's how he had to play. Yeah.
Yeah. Broncos 20, Chiefs 13. I fucking hate the Broncos. I say that every week. I fucking hate them. Chris Oladukin.
Oh, he came real close.
He almost had him.
He did.
He almost had him. Travis Kelce seems like he's done too.
Yeah, I would imagine. I think he's done.
Don't blame the guy. I think he's done. Leave the game before the game leaves you. He left already. It's left him. The game has left him. With all due respect. Texans 20, Chargers 16. Not his fault. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, dude.
Not his fault.
Herbert is 100% an MVP candidate. Not like finalist, not candidate. He's not going to win it. He should be an MVP finalist. I was like thinking about this. I think he is legitimately the only good player on their offense.
No, I agree with you.
The receivers suck. I don't care.
Ladd
has not been good.
Dude,
I don't know what's happening.
His efficiency has dropped significantly this year. And I know the group think is, Keenan Allen's there. Like, next year when Keenan's gone, Ladd will play more in the slot. Ladd has played just as much in the slot this year.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been nearly as efficient with his targets this year.
Keenan Allen's ass too.
Yeah, sucks.
Quentin Johnston is good every 7 games. He's not a good receiver. Oronde Gadsden, I know you like him.
I love Oronde Gadsden. I love Oronde Gadsden.
He might be the best vertical weapon on that offense, and that's not good. And the offensive line might be the worst ever. And Hampton sucks. If you want to talk about an industry plant, oh my God, that guy is awful.
Groupthink, he is like still consensus worth more than TreVeyon Henderson in Dynasty.
No.
Why?
No, why?
Why?
I don't even like TreVeyon Henderson as much as most do, but that is still ridiculous.
I do. Ridiculous. I know I love TreVeyon Henderson, but I just think that's ridiculous. Whatever. But I agree with you in the sense that this is the thing we do every year where, like, what does most valuable player mean? Justin Herbert is the single most valuable player to his football team this year that's not named Josh Allen. By the absolute definition of the term, he is the most valuable player in the NFL, him or Josh Allen. Will he win the award? No. But God damn it, he is the reason they have 11 wins.
I don't know, man. Watching Max Brosmer play, it might be JJ McCarthy.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe throw 9 in MVP
it actually, it legitimately like puts it into like so much more of a perspective. Like
it does
how ass you really can be at quarterback. I don't know.
Like Justin Herbert.
How I'm talking about Max Brosmer again, but man, he is awful. Like he's so bad.
I think it was because the whole nation had to watch him. On Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We had to watch Max Brosmer play fucking quarterback. We'll be talking about that for years from now. It was that memorable of a performance. And he did absolutely nothing, but it was that memorable. But yeah, good point. Justin Herbert, literally, like, he's one of the best, man. He is one of the very best in the league.
I just don't understand people that hate on him. It makes no sense to me.
Ravens 41, Packers 24. The Ravens played like, they had to win, and the Steelers didn't play like they had to win. I guess that's why the spread is what it is, because the
I
Ravens
guess
actually looked
theoretically
like they gave a fuck.
that is true because the Ravens did have to win. The Steelers technically did, but
Yep.
yeah, I agree with you.
But Derrick Henry, holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, appreciate this. 2 weeks after I'm eliminated from the playoffs. Thank you, Derek. 36 for
Um,
216 and 4. My ass.
who wanted MW2 in 2020? Was that 2022? They
Yeah,
tried to
2020.
silence me. They tried to silence me. Holy shit. 18 of 21, 288 and a touchdown. 9
If
carries,
you told
60
me
yards, 2 touchdowns.
if you told me he played that well, I would have been like, the Packers are winning by 30. Like, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened?
I dude, Derrick fucking Henry happened. Jeff Havley was asleep at the goddamn wheel, I guess. That's a different team without not Max Crosby, Micah Parsons, obviously. But man, Malik Willis played about as good as you could have possibly asked him to.
Yeah.
I mean, he was phenomenal. He's going to get a bag. Someone is going to give him a bag. It's going to be a disgusting bag. Not going to
Yeah,
like
if
it.
it's the Steelers, oh boy.
We will be there.
We'll see how this works.
Malik Maniacs, stand back and stand
Tomlin
by.
supposedly loves them.
Hey, they ate chicken wings together. Remember?
That is true.
Yep.
Who drafted Malik Willis?
The Titans.
Titans. Yeah.
He had no chance. Absolutely zero chance.
Yeah.
Was always a project. He just needed somebody to believe in him. That's all he needed.
Everybody likes the idea of a project quarterback until they're not the best quarterback in the league on day one.
Is this an Anthony Richardson?
No, but like this does happen a lot. Like,
yeah,
you
it
can't
does.
draft Malik Willis and then be like, "Oh, this guy sucks" after a year.
Yeah, and draft fucking Will Levis and start him. Great idea.
Oh my god.
We all see how well that worked out.
Yeah.
Bengals 37, Cardinals 14. Who cares? But I will say this. This was interesting to me. Since the Cardinals named Jacoby Brissett the starting quarterback, they have a negative 125 point differential. Isn't that wild?
Brissett may have become like the single most overrated player in football because they stat pad like crazy at the end of these games, and he's been numbers.
He single-handedly carried me to a Dynasty League championship. One Jack and I are in because I have Jaden Daniels. I picked up Jacoby Brissett, and he's just been balling. He's just been balling as far as fantasy goes. But the Cardinals, holy fucking shit. Please get Jonathan Gannon out of there immediately. That's all I can say.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how he's lasted this long.
It's hilarious. And the Bengals, who gives a shit? Good for Joe Burrow. I hope he's having fun. Or actually, I don't hope he's having fun. Saints 34, Titans 26. This game was entertaining.
Tyler Shuck is like high key the truth. So is Cam Ward. Chris
Olave
is really good. Just needed a platform.
He just needed not Spencer Rattler.
Yeah. I don't know. Rattler did just enough to like make him fantasy relevant. So he just throw him the ball like 25 times a game, but they were all like 4-yard passes.
Yep.
But yeah, Tyler Shuck, what are they on a 5-game win streak now?
Yeah.
With him at quarterback?
Yeah.
I mean,
he might win Rookie of the Year. We were just talking about how ass the Offensive Rookie of the Year market is. Why not Tyler Shuck?
I have a take on that. I agree with this. I think Shuck should be in contention. I think my vote would go to Harold Fannin. I don't know, man.
That's a good shout.
I don't know. It's been so bad. Like, Ibuka looked like the runaway favorite for it early in the year, and he's completely just fallen off of the face of the planet. He's done nothing. Second half of the year. Henderson was the favorite to win it. Like, 2 weeks
out of nowhere.
Yeah, he won getting hurt the game after and not really doing much this week.
Yeah.
He's not going to win it. I think it's Fannin or Shuck. I
think it should. It should have been Tet. I think. I do think he's been the best rookie receiver this year in totality. But Bryce Young,
he hasn't done much. Yeah,
Bryce Young just has these games where like Ted will have one catch 5 yards like today, and it's like I think they were playing the Seahawks.
Offensive Rookie of the Year is more of like a counting stat award than MVP is.
Yeah, but like Harold Fannin, that's a good shout. I kind of like that.
I think he's been good. I think his
He's been
dynasty value is
awesome.
underrated at this moment too.
I do think it is. I agree
He's
with
in a
you.
bad situation.
The standard dynasty league is happening.
It is happening. I
It
think we
is
need more
happening.
people. So
I have some people. It's just like I can't find your Instagram. If you commented, please comment your Instagram.
yeah, comment your Instagram with it. Yeah.
Yes, please. Jaguars 23, Colts 17. They put in Riley Leonard to throw a Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. That was awesome. They did this at the end of the playoff game, Rivers' last game. I forget who they lost to.
That was the Bills.
It was the Bills, yeah.
Yeah.
They put in whoever the fuck the backup was. I think it was Brissett to throw the Hail Mary at the end of the game. So this isn't the first time Phillip Rivers has needed to be pulled in a Hail Mary scenario.
The Jaguars are fucking 12-4, and they play the Titans next week. The Jaguars are going to be 13-4.
That's crazy. I don't think they're 13-4 good, but I think they are contenders.
The Lamborghini's still in the garage too. Travis Hunter. Do you still like him? Are you still high on him?
He probably wasn't worth what they traded up to go get him for, but yes, I mean I think he's still going to be a good player.
I agree with you. I think he's going to be good.
That's kind of a gross receiving core.
I know. It's nuts, actually.
Because apparently Parker Washington's good.
Yeah, Brenton Strange is not bad either. I do like Brenton Strange. He just got hurt.
I like Brenton Strange too. I think he's good.
And then Jacoby Myers has been awesome.
ETN's pretty good out of the backfield.
BTJ's still awesome. I won't hear otherwise.
It's weird. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know how to evaluate it.
I'll buy some BTJ stock. I'll buy it while it's low. I believe. I still believe. Dolphins 20, Buccaneers 17.
Not the Dolphins. The Buccaneers are a legitimate disgrace. Like I hate them. I hate the Buccaneers. They just make me mad. Like how are they fighting for a division title at 7-9?
They were 6-2 at one point.
Baker Mayfield sucks, in case you were wondering. I don't know. Like, there were legitimate talks at the beginning of the year, like, yeah, like, this guy has a chance to win MVP. Have we ever watched Baker Mayfield play before, guys? No.
No.
It's not like Baker's in a bad situation either. He's out here throwing to Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka, Jalen McMillan. He's got Bucky Irving. I think Bucky Irving's still a good player.
Yeah. I don't know. They're 6-2. Now they're 7-9. The Panthers aren't great, but I think they deserve to win this division a million times more than the Buccaneers.
I agree.
I'd like to see them win it.
Are the Panthers 8-8?
Yes.
And the Bucs are 7-9.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Patriots 42, Jets 10. I didn't like the Drake May stat padding. Did not appreciate that.
It was annoying. Yeah.
That was not good for the MVP talks. That wasn't good. Is Drake May the favorite now? I wonder.
No, Vegas wasn't buying it. He
good.
went from plus 300 to plus 200.
Good.
I hope Stafford comes back and throws 9 touchdowns.
Dude, I know. I really hope he does.
Awesome. That would be awesome.
But yeah, there's nothing really to say other than Ramondre Stevenson had 2 fucking touchdowns early, and it pissed me the hell off.
He was actually playing well though. It's not like he just forced him on the goal.
It just pisses me off. It's such a weird split. I know.
I have a weird take about Ramondre. I don't think he's really good, but I think he's probably kind of underrated because a lot of fantasy guys love TreVeyon Henderson, rightfully so. I mean, there's a lot to like with TreVeyon Henderson, but it's just the fact that Ramondre is the one splitting work with him, so it just pisses everybody off.
It's exactly it. That's exactly why he's hated. If they didn't draft TreVeyon, nobody would give a shit. Nobody would give a fuck. But Seahawks 27, Panthers 10. Bryce Young had 50 yards passing. Yep. That's what Bryce Young does.
And they took victory formation to end the game.
Dude, they just need it out. That shit's so embarrassing.
I think it's okay if you think about it. You're fighting for you're 100% you're fighting for the division next week. There's no point of going out there and maybe somebody getting hurt. I don't know. It's not good though.
Seahawks 13-3. That's fucking wild. 13-3, and they have to play for their division and the 1 seed
in San Francisco
on the road. That's funny.
Yeah, bro.
That has Sam Darnold shitting his pants written all over it.
Sam Darnold division on the line in San Francisco. Yeah, man. Yeah.
We've been waiting for the Sam Darnold is going to shit his pants. Seattle's really fucking good, but I just can't fully get behind Sam Darnold.
that he won 14 games last year and instantly shit his fucking pants in the playoffs. Like, it's the exact same thing here. What is why is this any different?
What's the spread on that game?
That's a good question. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say like Niners minus 1.5.
I'm hammering the 49ers. Not
Oh,
gambling
look at that, right
advice.
on the money. Niners minus
Wow.
1.5. They're
Good
minus
shout.
one. They're minus 110. Seahawks are minus 106.
Giants 34, Raiders 10.
The Raiders.
Congratulations to Jackson Dart and the New York Giants. He's
Jackson
not gonna.
Dart might have been playing for his job.
No, he literally was. He literally was.
I
Good
don't
for him,
know.
dude. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? This is not real. This is our Giants Raiders recap because who gives a shit? Raiders are gonna get Fernando Mendoza. I went to a card show this weekend, up in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, and I met some followers up there that said they listened to the pod. So shout out them. You know what I can't believe, Jack? Jackson Dart, his card market is fucking stupid. Like a Jackson Dart downtown, which for those of you that don't know what a downtown is, it's like one of the rarest parallels you can get of a player. It's like a cartoonish kind of card, case hit, worth a lot of money usually. A Jackson Dart downtown goes for $1,100.
Ridiculous. I got a Justin Jefferson downtown at the Washington card show.
Yeah, and how much was it?
It was like $750.
Justin Jefferson,
given not a rookie, which if you guys you guys aren't into, collecting cards, rookie cards are kind of like the entire market, unless it's like quarterbacks or like star quarterbacks. They're always gonna be expensive. But
point being, Justin Jefferson is one of the best receivers in the game, and this was when he didn't have 9 throwing to him. So I just couldn't believe that Jackson Dart is worth that much because I don't think Jackson Dart's that fucking good. I don't
think he's bad. If you were the Giants and you pick one or two, I'm 100% entertaining the option of drafting either Mendoza or Moore. And given that, I think you can trade Jackson Dart for something. 100%.
Probably
You
could.
can.
Oh yeah.
I think somebody would bite on that. I think
maybe,
I would. I don't
maybe
even
our
think,
Steelers.
I think Jackson Dart's that good. I would bite on it. Like, why not?
Our Steelers, they should bite on that. They should.
Maybe.
Jackson Dart's card market is our recap for that one. Eagles 13, Bills 12. I have a take on the 2-point conversion at the end. There is quite literally a rule in place because of your football team bitching and moaning about not getting an opportunity. That rule is in place because of you. Kick the extra point and go to overtime at home with momentum. Kick it. Why? Why are you going for 2 there? Don't like it. Hate it.
I will say the play they drew up worked, or should have worked.
It did work.
I mean, Allen had Khalil Shakir wide open, and he just spiked the fucking ball into the ground. Thank you, Josh Allen.
Thank you.
But yeah, Jalen Hurts had 1 total yard in the second half?
1.
He had 1 total yard in the second half, and the Bills decided not to take the game into overtime as a tie game. I don't know. I thought it was a bad decision.
God, I hate watching the Eagles play football. I hate watching them play.
Just terrible. Every single game that I watch of theirs, it's just a horrific watch.
49ers 42, Bears 38. This game was fucking electric.
Game of the year for sure, right?
Was it more entertaining than that Thursday night Seahawks Rams game? I think it's up there. I think it's close.
That's a fair question.
I think those are the 2 games of the year, though. I mean, Brock Purdy was
Purdy was
dealing.
Yeah.
Dealing. He had that one play where he completely evaded somebody, then did like a sidestep and got 2 guys to sit on their ass, and then fucking acted like he was going to run and flipped it to Kyle goddamn Juszczyk for a touchdown. He was awesome. He was so good. Caleb Williams was also phenomenal today.
Yeah.
I know nobody wants to hear me talk about the Bears, but holy shit. 2 elite quarterbacks went at it today. We used to watch gods play quarterback. We watched gods play quarterback tonight. Brock Purdy and Caleb Williams.
Purdy was, I mean, I thought Purdy, I don't want to say like he outplayed Caleb because that's not a knock to Caleb like whatsoever. Yeah. I thought Caleb was also elite today, but Purdy played one of the best games of the year that I've seen from a quarterback.
And again, Caleb got him down the field, put him in position to win. A couple of brutal drops by Colston Loveland and Luther Burden, who, by the way, Luther Burden is awesome. He got hurt at the end.
Cost me $100 dropping that pass on the last drive. I bet on him to catch 3 passes on that drive, and it was plus 2,000. I put $5 on it, and he was wide open and dropped it.
So he lost Jack $100, but Luther Burden was otherwise phenomenal in this one.
He was.
Otherwise,
Oh yeah, he was awesome. That's why I bet on him. I figured Caleb would rely on him because he's good. Wait, what did he have? He had like 9 for like 140 or
oh
something.
yeah, it was nuts,
Yeah.
insane. His yards per route run through the fucking roof.
Collinsworth said it on air. Did you hear
Dude,
it?
Collinsworth, I did
Yeah.
not like him talking about that. Leave that to me.
Don't tell people about that.
Don't because now his dynasty value is going to be like so inflated. Like I thought I'd be able to buy him for like a late first. That shit's not happening anymore.
No.
Fuck. Thanks, Chris Collinsworth. But I do like that he's talking about yards per route run. Get the masses on that. Monday night, Rams Falcons. Spread is Rams by 7 in Atlanta.
It really just feels like it should be more.
I think we know how this one's gonna go.
Matt Stafford's gonna take the Drake May stat padding personally and throw like 8 touchdowns.
I think he should. Fuck that stat padding. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah, that was annoying. Like, especially when they just can't do it against any teams that are somewhat decent.
Like the Jets too. Like, whatever, bro.
Like,
Jets were probably like the best team they've played in a month too. What is the Patriots' best win this year? Because I know for a while people were like, "Oh, they beat the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are good."
The Bills on the road.
Oh yeah, I guess
that was their only good win.
The Bills are like, they're shaky.
They are. They're shaky.
I mean, yeah. So, Steelers Ravens Sunday Night Football, Acrisure Stadium, biggest game for the Steelers in half a decade at least. Early thoughts on this one, Jack? Close it out. Who's going to win? We'll do a preview later in the week, obviously, but we'll do an early prediction.
Ravens 24, Steelers 17. That's my prediction.
I was going to go Ravens 20, Steelers 17.
Okay.
I think it's close. But I do think the Ravens just look like a better team at this point. I'm assuming that Lamar Jackson is going to magically be healthy and play in this one too.
He'll be as
That's
healthy
my
as
assumption.
he's ever been.
He will look so healthy, it's not even funny.
First play, it's gonna be like a read option. Lamar's gonna like take off, like spin out of a tackle, like juke somebody and run for like 30 yards.
Does not bode well for the Steelers that Derrick Henry looked like he was running with a purpose too. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Not good.
Still got it.
But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are the Steelers going to win? Are they going to secure the AFC North? Are they going to host a playoff game? What are your thoughts on today's game against Big Door, who took a fucking dookie all over the field and still somehow got the win? Thank you guys for watching. As always, we'll be back a little bit later in the week with some videos, some topics. If there's anything you want us to talk about in particular, let us know. But until then, we'll see you same time, same place, right here on The Standard.